AD Live.
What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you represent. Throw up your flag. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. If you have not done so already on YouTube, after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop. I let a few hundred of y'all come in, then I'm going in. But in the meantime and in between time, just to show my appreciation, I'm going to give some shots out to the early birds, starting with one of the most loyal Willie D Live channel members and subscribers in the game, Serena Santiago. What's up, Serena? What up? S. Vaughn, what it do? Raina Ray. What's up, Ray? What's up, Ray Ray? Queen of Attraction. No name. No name. I got a story behind that. When I was rap battling back in the day, these guys I went to school with, they were just clowning around, and they called themselves No Name. They was not serious rappers at all, but they just wanted to get up on the stage and act crazy. And people would laugh so hard that one day they actually won. And the leader, Russell, Russell used to get up on the stage and they'd be like, no name, no name, no name ain't got no shame, no name, no name. Man, people be just laughing, falling out. And me and some of the other guys, you know, we were serious about rapping. Me, Romeo, Poet, Raw, Flush, we were serious about rapping, you know. We took it seriously. But they got up on stage just clowning and messed around and won. What's up, Billion Williams? What it do? Kristen Garrett, Cy Gray, Black CFP, what's up? Evolved, L Key, what it do? Yeah, fam. I'm going in. Yeah. Devanté Swing has been named in a new lawsuit. Actually, the lawsuit was amended. It was first filed last year by Lisa Gardner. That's Liza, Lisa Gardner. In the suit, she also names Diddy and R&B singer Aaron Hall. Now, she's saying initially she named Diddy and Aaron, and she's now coming back to amend her suit to include Devanté Swing, accusing him of aiding and abetting. The lawsuit alleges that Sean Diddy Combs and R&B singer Aaron Hall took turns violating her, a highly intoxicated 16-year-old girl, at a private residence in 1990. And she's saying that Devanté was there. In the new amended complaint filed in federal court in New Jersey, plaintiff Lisa Gardner alleges that Devanté, born Donald DeGrati, Donald DeGrat, I think it's DeGrati, was present at Aaron Hall's New Jersey residence in 1990 when Diddy allegedly pulled her underwear to the side and forcibly violated her, leaving her shocked and traumatized. Unbeknownst to Miss Gardner at the time, according to the lawsuit, defendant Swing was in the room when this assault took place and did not take any steps to prevent this abuse from occurring. The amended lawsuit obtained by Rolling Stone states, the new filing follows after a woman submitted a sworn statement in the case last May, stating she was a fellow minor accompanying Gardner that night and allegedly saw Swing leaning against the wall or furniture or something, watching whatever Diddy was doing to Lisa. Is that Lisa, or Liza? I think that's Liza, Liza. What's that, Liza? In any event, in the new filing, Gardner alleges Swing was 20 or 21 years old at the time, a few months older than Combs. She says she had traveled to the New York area with Swing and a group of friends from her hometown in North Carolina. Y'all pay attention to this part, fam. And was staying with him in New Jersey at his house, allegedly subsidized by Jodeci's label at the time, Uptown Records, a subsidiary of MCA. Pay attention, fam. The lawsuit says Combs was working as an A&R executive at Uptown and was assigned the task of developing Jodeci when he met Gardner at an MCA event in Manhattan that night and traveled back to New Jersey with her group to Hall's residence. According to the amended lawsuit, a disoriented Gardner was trying to collect herself after the alleged violation by Combs when Hall purportedly barged into the room, pinned her down, and violated her as well. She includes a photo in her amended complaint that allegedly shows her in the kitchen that day with the 26-year-old Hall extending his arm over her shoulders. Gardner claims that the day after the alleged assault, an irate Combs came to the home where she was staying and began choking her until she passed out. She says Combs wanted to prevent his girlfriend at the time from learning about what allegedly happened. Combs and Hall are accused of sexual assault and battery in the amended complaint, while Swing is accused of aiding and abetting the alleged abuse. The new filing claims Swing was Gardner's co-guardian at the time. Here we go, fam. The alleged new filing claims that Swing was Gardner's co-guardian at the time because he invited her on the trip. He had a duty to protect her. He had a duty to protect the child as her parents entrusted him with her safety. He trafficked it and coerced the child to travel across state lines from North Carolina to New York and New Jersey with the hidden intention of providing the child with alcohol and marijuana and prostituting the child to his A&R Combs, the lawsuit claims. Attempts to reach Swing were not immediately successful Wednesday. Swing is also included with all the lawsuits, defendants in causes of action alleging negligence, infliction of emotional distress, and violation of the Mann Act, which includes a claim for transportation of a minor with the intent to engage in illegal sexual activity. When Gardner first filed her claim in New York State Court last November, Combs' legal team said they were fabricated in the wake of Cassandra Cassie Ventura's bombshell RAPE sex trafficking lawsuit filed against Combs a week later. This is nothing but a money grab, they said, of Gartner's complaint. Hall has not responded to repeated requests for comment from Rolling Stone over the past 11 months and has not appeared in the lawsuit either in New York or New Jersey. Meanwhile, Combs has since been indicted on federal racketeering and sex trafficking charges related to alleged activities dating back to 2008. The once powerful music mogul 54 has pleaded not guilty and is due back in court on Thursday. So y'all know we're going to come with an update tomorrow after Diddy's court appearance. Now, did y'all catch the part where it said that that Devanté was the 16-year-old's guardian? Y'all caught that? So Devanté was only 21 at the time. And the lawsuit is claiming that he was her guardian. The lawsuit is claiming that her parents entrusted him, a 21-year-old man, to take their daughter from North Carolina to New Jersey to New York, or from New York to New Jersey. They entrusted a 21-year-old dude to take their daughter across state lines for the purpose of what? Who amongst us would trust a 20-year-old, would entrust a 20-year-old with our 16-year-old? The new filings claims Swing was Gardner's co-guardian at the time because he invited her on the trip. So a 21-year-old dude just walk up to one of us and say, hey, I want to invite your daughter on the trip. Yeah, we cool. I'm going to look out for her. Y'all going to trust that? They say he had a duty to protect the child as her parents entrusted him with her safety. Who amongst us would trust our 20-year-old, trust our 16-year-old with a 20-year-old stranger? To us. Maybe she knew him from somewhere or somehow, but we don't know this dude. We just gonna send our daughter off to go and kick it with a 20-year-old, 21-year-old dude in New York and in New Jersey? Come on, fam, something ain't right. They traveled across state lines from North Carolina to New York and New Jersey with the hidden intention of providing the child with alcohol and marijuana and prostituting the child to his aunt or Combs, the lawsuit claims. What are they traveling for? What is she in the car rolling with a grown man for? She's 16 years old. Why is she in that car riding around with a 20-year-old, 21-year-old man out of state? And why did her mama let her get in that car? Or on that plane, or however she got there? They say that Diddy met, they say that Diddy was working as an A&R executive at Uptown and was assigned the task of developing Jodeci when he met Gardner at an MCA event in Manhattan that night and traveled back to New Jersey with her group to Hall's residence. Combs and Hall are accused of sexual assault and battery in the amended complaint, while Swing is accused of aiding and abetting the alleged abuse. He had a duty to protect the child. All right, fam. Okay. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. Where were the parents? Let's start there. Where were the parents? See, I'm not going to act like there ain't some type of accountability here for anybody else. If we are to believe these claims, because we really don't know if this happened for real or not. We don't really know for sure. We know that this woman is making claims. We know that a woman was just busted lying and trying to set Diddy up. Yesterday, I think it came to light that the woman was lying, that she said that the woman tried to get her ex-boyfriend to corroborate her story, and she was going to give him $3 million to corroborate her story of Diddy abusing her. So we know that her character now is definitely in question. You want to give victims the benefit of doubt. if they really are a victim. You don't really know if somebody is a victim until you really damn near see the tape, or unless you really got clear-cut evidence. You damn near gotta see it to believe it, because we've seen videos of women beating themselves and just straight up lying and saying that their boyfriend did it to them or some other guy did it. Y'all remember the video that went viral of the woman who was hitting her leg with a hammer and hitting her arms real hard with a hammer and creating bruises, manufacturing bruises to blame it on her boyfriend? So we don't even know if this stuff is true. It could be. It could be. We do know that Diddy beat on Cassie. We know that for a fact. We know he beat on Cassie. So if he did that to Cassie, now we know that he is capable. We do know that. We know he's capable. But because a person is capable of robbing a bank because they robbed a bank before, doesn't mean they just robbed the last 120 banks that they're being accused of robbing. Family, y'all can get mad at me all y'all want to, but I'm not just gonna believe everything I hear. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not just gonna believe every single thing I hear. I'm questioning everything. Some people say, well, what if it was your daughter? What if it was your daughter? And if it was my daughter, I would know my daughter. I don't know these girls. I know my daughter. I brought her here with the help of her mother, but I brought her here. I know her. My daughter can be 3,000 miles away. I can hear her on the phone when she talks. I can listen to the texture of her voice, and I can tell if something is wrong with her. I can listen to her voice and tell when she's sick. I can watch her face. I can look at her in seconds and tell if something's bothering her. And guess what? I ain't been wrong yet. I have not been wrong yet. And I'm a hands-on dad. I'm up close in person. I'm not believing everything, fam. I'm just not going to believe everything I hear. Now, when we get a victim, when there's a true a situation where I believe somebody really is a victim, and, you know, it seems that the evidence is just overwhelming in that person's favor, I'm all about justice, man. Get your justice. Get your justice. Get it. Go get it. I'm with you. Because justice denied is one of the greatest travesties ever. So get your justice. I'm with you, baby. I'm all the way with you. I don't care who it is. Even if it's somebody that was a friend of mine, a family member or whatever, I gotta say, you know what? I sure hate that it happened to you, bro, but man, do your time. You got to deal with it. Whatever it is, whether it's some time, some probation, humiliation, whatever it is, you got to deal with it, bro. You got to go through that because you created that. You did that. But if it's a money grab like Big Third saying, you know, like some of this stuff is money grabs, man. It's like people, oh, I remember, oh, such and such that. You didn't know that? Oh, he was, huh? From the way this lawsuit reads, this woman don't even remember seeing Devanté Swing in the house. She don't remember seeing her. Her friend said he was there. So they said, okay, well, let's put him in a lawsuit. Well, just her friend saying he was there ain't gonna be enough. So we're gonna have to pad this thing by saying, yo, he brought her from across from state lines. Gotcha. He brought a minor across state lines for the purpose. Let's say we're gonna say he brought her there to pimp her out. Who amongst us believe that Devanté Swing, who is on the verge of superstardom, on the verge of putting his first album out with his group, who is in New York to start his music career, he's on the verge, he's in the door, they're already recording the album, they're working with one of the biggest producers in the game, and he just wants to be a pimp. He gonna be a pimp until the money starts flowing. Come on, man. Come on. I don't believe the pimping thing, man. Talking about he brought her in there for the purpose of prostitution. So y'all think that Devanté really got a check for bringing a 16-year-old girl from North Carolina to prostitute her when he is there to make records? Let me tell you something about making records. When you there to make records, really anybody that ain't working is dead weight. You need the freedom to be able to work. You can't be responsible for some 16-year-old and where she is and who messing with her and have she eaten, you know. You can't be responsible for all of that. You got a one-track mind. You in the studio making records. You in there trying to make hits. You ain't got time to be babysitting. I don't believe that Devanté was tasked with taking her to New York and he's going to be her co-guardian while he's on the verge of putting out his first album with his group. I'm not buying it, man. I'm not buying it. Why is it that nobody is held accountable for anything they do? Nobody. They can just make up an accusation. Well, I ain't gonna say make up, but some people do make them up. But they can just hurl an accusation and they don't have any accountability whatsoever. They can just say this happened, that happened to me, everything happened to me. I ain't did nothing. I ain't responsible for nothing. I'm not accountable for nothing. Everything happened to me. So get him. Nah, fam, nah. I see some slow pokes in the chat. I did not say Diddy is innocent. I did not say that. When I say that, I'll say it. If I say it, I'll say it. I don't see myself ever saying Diddy is innocent, even if he's found innocent. I don't see myself saying that. I think I will say he's innocent of some of the things he's been accused of. I'll go on record to say that. I'll go on record and say Diddy is innocent of some of the things he's been accused of. There are some people out there that's lying, straight up lying. There's some people out there trying to get a check. There's some people out there doing a straight up money grab, including lawyers. I 1,000 believe that. I 1,000 believe that everybody ain't telling the truth. You got 3,000 people calling Tony Bugsby's office, calling a hotline. You got a hotline for, come on, fam, for violating. You got a hotline. 3,000 people calling, talking about they didn't been violated. Come on, man. Somebody gotta be lying. The odds, even at 120 people, somebody got to be lying. And if they not flat out lying, they're exaggerating. They're omitting things. I'm gonna call a strike, striking the ball, man. I'm not finna just be. I ain't scared of y'all. I ain't finna just be you just ride with anything. I ain't just gonna roll with the punches like that. Whatever the man did, punish him for that. If you can prove it, punish him. But all this other stuff, nah, don't be trying to take that man money. This sound like to me like a money grab. It sound like to me they trying to get in that man's pockets and destroy his family legacy by breaking him, taking that money from him, because they don't want to see him with that money. Yeah, and they don't care who get the money. They don't care how the money gets split up. They just want to make sure his family, he don't get that money. His family don't have none of that money. They don't want that legacy being built. Puffy is guilty of one thing I know. One thing that I know for certain that he's guilty of is being too transparent about his intentions, his business intentions. Too transparent. You can't let them know what you're thinking about doing and what you're going to do. You just got to do it. And even when you do it, man, hey, man, everything ain't for public consumption. You know, some people just going to have to read between the lines. Just like certain things that go on around in the country. People jump online. Well, what we going to do? Man, if you don't know what to do by now, you ain't going to never know. Because there's enough people talking. There's enough information out there for you to know what steps to take. If you really want to know what to do in any situation, you can find a YouTube video on damn near everything, on anything. You got all kinds of blogs out there, all kinds of people out there doing podcasts, putting information out there. Oh yeah, man. We're in the information age. We're in the information overload age, to where it's so much information that you need information for the information. You know, to decide what information you're going to actually take in, what you're going to actually believe. How many times we watch videos and read up on stuff where, damn, you know, they tell us, man, well, you know, apples are good for you. Now apples will kill you. We've been using aluminum foil since we've been alive. We've always seen grandma use it. Some grandma lived to be 175. Grandma that used aluminum foil her entire life. Now all of a sudden, aluminum foil will kill you. They telling us aluminum foil will kill you. Can't use aluminum foil. Can't use Teflon, cookware. Can't use plastic. Can't use metal. Can't drink milk. Can't drink almond milk after you've been drinking almond milk as a substitute for the last 15 years. Can't eat rice. Can't eat cake. Can't eat steak. Can't eat chicken. Can't eat fish. Can't eat shrimp. Can't eat lobster. Can't eat vegetables. Yeah. Yeah. Now, I do believe aluminum foil is bad to cook with. I do believe that. But I'm just making the point that there's a yin and yang for everything out there. Got me a troll. I got a troll, y'all. It's been a minute, but I got me one. I got me one. I got me a troll. Where that suck at? You ain't going nowhere. Hold on, slow down. Got him. All right, y'all. Now, why do we dislike trolls on this channel? Because trolls are hoes. I know you heard me, sucker. And you gonna know that I just called you a hoe when I banned you from my channel. See, I don't need your negativity. I don't need you coming in here causing confusion. This is a respectable YouTube channel. This is a channel where people come to get information and instructions to help them navigate through this wild, crazy, beautiful world. And sometimes just to fellowship and have a good time. So we don't need your negativity in here. Go play with your mama. Go be negative. Go look in the mirror, in fact, because I know you ain't got no friends. And I know it's hard for you to be in a good relationship. I know it's hard. And I know I'm hitting you in the heart right now. I know this hurt. What I'm saying to you right now, it hurts because I'm telling the truth. Nobody likes you. Nobody's like you. Even in elementary, you was not liked. You had no friends. And if you count anybody as a friend right now, you really don't know for sure if that's your friend. So long, you chump. See, that's how you got to do them, fam. You got to do them. You got to do them dirty. You got to do them like everybody else has done them in their lives. And don't give them no recognition whatsoever. The block party has officially started. Who else wants some? Connie Hodge, what's up, Connie? Ray Johnson, what it do? Solarplex, Jamie Looms. Stacy Shepard. Giovanna, what's up? Giovanna D. Stefano. King Butch, what it do? What's up, William Jacksonville? William D. True to say all of these people have lost their souls. Ah, man, nothing is all. Nothing is all. All of these people have not lost their soul. Just the people who've been actually involved in that type of stuff. Now you can point them out, but everybody has not lost their soul. Ricky Bryant, what's up? From Bali, what up? Skodiga, what up? Skodiga. Angela Dead Nat, what up? Ladies, take heed. Broski, what's up? Now, here go the thing too, fam. Fellas got to take heed too, because check this out. Fellas, so now you know. Now here's the deal. I'm not saying Devanté is guilty of anything, but this chick is saying that he's guilty of being there, aiding and abetting. So if there is a situation where you find yourself in a room with a couple of guys doing something to a woman, you want to get out of there. And if you can, you want to prevent them from doing that because you don't want your name associated with something like that. So where in the past, as long as you didn't participate, you might have been safe. But now they saying that, hey, man, if you was there and you watched it happen, you just as guilty. Or at the very least, you're guilty of something. So come on in and join this lawsuit. So they're trying to handle those cases now like they would handle a robbery case. You in the car, your homies run inside the grocery store, stick them up, come back out with the money, drive off, you catch a charge too. So you don't want to be involved in that type of stuff. You don't want to be around that type of stuff. You don't want to be around that type of energy. You don't want to be around that. Damn, this is like over 30 years ago. This suit was originally filed on March 12th. After the initial suit was filed, a spokesperson for Sean Diddy Combs told NBC News the claims involving alleged misconduct against Mr. Combs from over 30 years ago and filed at the last minute are all completely denied and rejected by him. He recognizes this is a money grab. Because of Mr. Combs' fame and success, he is an easy target for accusers who will falsify the truth without conscience or consequence for financial benefit. The New York legislature surely did not intend or expect the Adult Survivors Act to be exploited for improper purposes. The public should be skeptical and not rush to accept these unsubstantiated allegations. For those of you who missed it, the woman, identified as Liza or Lisa Gardner, said she and a friend met Combs and Hall, who was a member of the R&B group Guy, at the record label's offices for an event MCA was hosting. The friend is not named as a plaintiff in the lawsuit. The suit alleges that Combs and Hall were very flirtatious and handsy with Miss Gardner and her friend, and offered them drinks throughout the event. Toward the end of the night, Combs and Hall invited Gardner and her friend back to Hall's apartment for an after party, according to the lawsuit. While at Hall's apartment, Gardner was offered more drinks and was coerced into having sex with Combs, the suit says. After Combs finished doing his business, Gardner laid in bed shocked and traumatized. While she was trying to get dressed, Hall allegedly barged into the room, pinned her down, and forced Gardner to have sex with him, the suit says. Following the alleged assaults, she got dressed and ran from the home, according to the lawsuit. The lawsuit accuses both men of sexually assaulting Gardner's friend the same evening at Hall's apartment. Upon information and belief, when Combs finished with Gardner, he and Hall switched, and they commenced assaulting Gardner's friend, the lawsuit alleges. Days later, Combs went to the home where Gardner and her friend were staying because became irate and allegedly assaulted and choked Gardner until she passed out, according to the suit. It says that Combs was allegedly looking for the friend because he feared she would tell the girl he was with at the time. An amended complaint filed by Gardner on Tuesday and obtained exclusively by NBC News said she was 16 at the time and too young to consume alcohol legally or consent to sex. It says that Gardner had been invited to New York and introduced to Combs by close friends who were members of the group Jodeci. The new filing indicates that Gardner was wearing a black skirt with a button-up blouse. Representatives and attorneys for Combs did not immediately respond to a request for comment about the amended complaint. In addition to Combs and Hall, the lawsuit names MCA Music Entertainment Group and Geffen Records as defendants. NBC News reached out to Universal Group, the owner of Geffen and now defunct MCA. A spokesperson there did not immediately respond to a request for comment. When reached for comment after the initial suit was filed, Tyrone Blackburn, an attorney for Gardner, said his client is in the process of securing her medical documents and witness statements. Combs and some of his companies have been at the center of sexual abuse lawsuits in the past week. Another accuser, Joy Dickinson Neal, filed a separate lawsuit Thursday alleging that Combs drugged her and sexually assaulted her in 1991 while she was a college student at Syracuse University. Dickinson Neal, who said she reluctantly had dinner with Combs at a New York restaurant and then accompanied him as he ran errands, also accused Combs of recording the assault without her knowledge and sharing the video with other people. I am so grateful for the bravery of the other women that came forward, the Adult Supervisors Act, which opened up the filing window to seek justice, and the unwavering support from my attorneys, Dickinson Neal said in a statement Friday. For 32 years, the only people I have been able to confide in were my close friends and therapists. I'm feeling as if the darkness has been lifted and I can freely move forward in achieving my full potential. A spokesperson for Combs denied the allegations, saying the claims are not credible and this is purely a money grab. So why did she decide to file the lawsuit? Well, according to Dickinson Neal, she said she decided to file a lawsuit after Combs' former girlfriend, singer and actor Cassie, filed a federal lawsuit alleging he violated her and abused her. Cassie's lawsuit was settled one day later for an undisclosed amount of money. I suspect that undisclosed amount of money is going to be disclosed once that trial starts, because I believe that they're going to call Cassie as a witness. And Diddy's lawyer is going to want that amount of money to be disclosed because he thought they had a deal. Another lawsuit was filed Tuesday accusing Harvey Pierre, the ex-president of Bad Boy Entertainment and Bad Boy Records, of sexually assaulting an unnamed former assistant. Combs' companies were also named in the lawsuit on one count of gender-motivated violence and 2 counts of negligence. Pierre did not immediately respond to a request for comment on the allegations. A spokesperson for Bad Boy Entertainment said Wednesday that the company was aware of the lawsuit and is now investigating the allegations. Ooh-wee, man. Miss Sean, what's up? Scott Free. What's up, Mike Dan? Darkness and death hangs around Sean Combs. Just look at his party pictures and see the people who have died. Shakur Stewart and Chris Lighty both killed themselves, allegedly. I can see the RICO Act now. Easy Tino. Huh. Well, you can't deny that. Darkness and death looming around Diddy. You can't deny that. Darkness and death. What's up, D-Mac? Man, I'm a bad boy. Sure you want to be a bad boy? Still want to be a bad boy? Sparkle Williams. You're just not joining, fam. They're saying that Devanté, well, not they, but a woman is claiming that Devanté was present when Diddy and Aaron Hall violated her at Aaron Hall's apartment in New Jersey after they attended a bad boy event. Well, actually, after they attended an MCA event, MCA Records event. And she claims that he aided and abetted. He didn't participate, but he watched it go down and he did nothing. She also claims that he was her co-guardian and he took her across state lines to have sex, basically calling him her pimp. Yeah. Yeah. Basically saying that Devanté pimped her out. I just don't believe Devanté was working in the capacity of a pimp. I don't believe that. They were recording their debut album, Forever My Lady, at the time. Anybody knows when you're recording an album, especially your first ever album, man, you focus, man. That's all you can think about is laying those licks down, putting those hits down. It's all on your mind, day and night. You're probably getting, at best, 4 or 5 hours of sleep, maximum. 5 is stretching it. Probably getting 3 or 4 hours of sleep a day when you're making an album, when you're working on an album. I'm talking about when it's intense. Probably getting 3 or 4 hours of sleep. You ain't got time to babysit nobody, let alone a 16-year-old, bringing a 16-year-old from across state lines, and you got to be in the studio every day. Where's she going to be while you're in the studio? She going to be in the way. That girl thinks that she's so fine that soon she'll have my mind. What y'all know about that? Stevie. So for all the young ladies listening right now, listen, save yourself some trauma, save yourself some drama, and use this as a cautionary tale on what not to do. If you're around these dudes, if you get around a bunch of rich dudes or any type of dudes, more than likely they want sex. So you can't go to their house expecting something different. You think they taking you to their house after a party to show you around, to show you the decorations? You think they're showing you, hey, like, look, I know it's 2 o'clock in the morning, but hey, come on by the house so I can show you how I decorated it. And fellas, the same thing. Use this as a cautionary tale. Do not, under any circumstances, take responsibility for a minor. Don't hang out with minors at all, because if you are with a minor, as in this situation, they're going to say that you were basically the co-guardian. You were responsible for protecting this person. And if that person gets into something, if something happens to that person, you're on the hook. I would even go as far as also saying, do not be in the same room when another man is having sex. Do not be in that room. Yo, whatever freaky things that you was into, man, whatever your freaky things that you was working on, that career is over, man. You got to let that go. This is a different time. And listen. We're talking about cases that were 30 years ago. So you know if something happened today, what it's gonna be like. They probably gonna have video, some kind of video evidence and everything now. Because people record everything. Those text messages and they can't track no text messages from the early 90s because we were using beepers in two ways. Now, I think we've done with beepers by then. No, actually, there was a few people still using beepers. But yeah, two ways and beepers. All that stuff is destroyed now. Yeah, man, find you one man and get with that one man and be cool, man. All that other stuff, man. You just missed out, man. You missed out. Stop watching porn. Because the porn will get you to have you thinking of that type of stuff. Stop watching it. You know, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, man, but you missed it, man. You missed the boat. It's over. Find you one, man. Lock down, man. Lock down. Hey, man, even when you pick one, man, you might run into some problems. There'd be times when women have allowed dudes to run trains on them, and you know, it might have been cool that night, but then somebody started bragging about it. Now she feeling some type of way and she want revenge. Maybe somebody's laughing at her or whatever, so she want revenge. So she just say, hey, you know what? They violated me. They got me drunk. They got me high. They did this. They did that. You going to jail. You missed the train, brother. It's over. She might decide, you know what? I don't like how he ended the relationship. You know what? I don't like what he said to me the other day. He just called me out my name. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to say that he did this to me. Him and his friend. And there's women out there that will tell that lie without blinking. They'll destroy you. They don't give a damn if you get a life sentence. They're going about their business. Get you one, bro, and relax, chill. Get you one, man. You done missed the boat. Y'all missed the freak boat, man. It's over. Y'all missed them wild parties where you could, you know, be go in and have your way with women. Y'all, that's over. It's over, man. It's over. There's a high chance. That's a great risk that you take when you do that. If y'all want to do that, y'all want to have them freak off like that, man. Y'all want to do them trains and all that kind of stuff. Y'all gonna have to go all the way with it. Y'all gonna have to join some type of porn company or something. Make your videos like that, and y'all gonna have to become professionals. There have been guys who have been lied on and they were able to clear their name. Sometimes they were able to clear their names right away without ever doing any jail time. Sometimes they were able to clear their names after being arrested and fighting the case while they were out on bond. Sometimes they were able to clear their name within a year of being incarcerated. Sometimes it took 40 or 50 years. So there are some stories where men have been exonerated when women have lied on them. But those are few and far in between. You up against a system that you're asking to show you mercy that was designed to not show you mercy. You going into a courtroom begging for mercy from a dude or chick in a black robe who was hired to show you no mercy. So being in that room, and I'm not accusing Devanté of anything, but this chick is accusing him of. I'm just saying in general, anybody being in that room when somebody is doing something freaky or whatever, man, even if you think it's consensual, you better get up out of there. Better get out of there. You don't want to be nowhere around it if that person decides to have, you know, if that thing, whatever's going on is criminal in nature, you better get on up out of there, boy. Come back and ruin your life 30 years later. China Carter, what's up? Family, you know how they say, what don't kill you make you stronger? If this don't kill Diddy, he's going to win the title for world's strongest man because he is being tested to the limits I mean, they're on him. They're all on him. They're all over him. He don't know where the ending is. They're all over him. Gold game, fam. That's my time, fam. I appreciate y'all. Smash the like button before you leave. I appreciate you. A few more shout outs before I leave here. Camelo Cool, what up? Tyree, what's up, Tyree? Ikwaba. Vincent Newton Jr., Judy Brenton, Judy Brenton, Ruth Tahada, Aquarius Moon, Miss Lady, Darren Baxter, Ike Hassan. I'm watching everything. That's my time. Till next time, fam, enjoy the rest of your morning, evening, afternoon, or wherever you are in the world. No more talk.